Hi everyone. Today we are going to create a brush effect portrait with just PowerPoint. You might be surprised I am not using any fancy software like Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Luminar, CorelDRAW. I am just using PowerPoint to create this fantastic effect which you are seeing right now. Without any further delay, let's start with the video. If you want to create similar type of effect which you are seeing right now, you need to install two different fonts. First one will be using Batsand. The name of that font is Batsand, and the second one is Road Rage. If you haven't installed it, you just go to dafont.com and type Batsand. Once that font is available, you need to click on download icon and it will start downloading this font. The second font which is required for this type of effect is Road Rage. You just need to type Road Rage and you can see a page where you can download a Road Rage font from dafont.com. You need to perform similar step. Just click on download icon and it will start downloading this font. Once the font is available, as you can see, the font which you downloaded is currently in zipped format. So you have to unzip it, then only you can install this font on your computer. If you are a Windows user, you can use WinRAR. But if you are a Mac user, I would advise you to use the Unarchiver. This particular software, the Unarchiver, is free for all Mac user. If you want to check whether your font is installed or not on your Mac system, just go to font book. I'll show you how exactly you can check. Just type here font book and you can see all your fonts which you have installed under this user section. These are couple of my favorite fonts which I am using most of the time. For this particular presentation, we'll be using Road Rage and Batsand. For my convenience, as you can see, I have created a folder and named it as My Fonts under the collection section. I have kept all my fonts which I am using most of the time for my designing purpose. Now let's start how exactly we can create this effect inside PowerPoint. First thing, double click here and type I, alphabet I. You can either type I or you can type numeric character 1. Now select this, click on the font section. Here you can see a font collection. Go to my font section where I have kept all my fonts. Now for generating this particular brush effect, I'll be using Road Rage. Click here and you can see a brush stroke type of effect will start appearing on my screen. You can increase the size of the font. Just for better clarity, I am just increasing it to 200. Now, if you are facing problem while seeing the PowerPoint, you can also go to design section. Under design section, you will see slide size. For this particular presentation, I am using widescreen mode, which is 16:9 ratio. But if you want to increase it, you can increase it based on your convenience. I would suggest either opt on screen show 16:9 or go for 16:10. Just for demonstration purpose, I am selecting on screen show 16:10 so that I can see all my action in a much clearer way. Now go back to your home button. Now another thing, as you can see, if I want to create similar type of brush effect, I need to create a layer multiple times. So these are known as objects. So I'll be drawing one particular shape. So let's take an example. I am selecting a square shape and designed a rectangle. I'm just sending it to back. Now once this particular step is done, you just need to select both the objects and here you can find a merge shape. What merge shape will do, you can either combine these two objects or you can subtract it, you can intersect it. For this particular effect, we need to intersect. So this will find a common layout between these two objects. Now, as you can see, the moment I selected intersect, you will see only one particular object, which is an amalgamation of a rectangle as well as your brush effect. Now here, if you observe carefully, you can see there is an outline, but for this effect, we don't need any sort of outline. What you need to do, just select that object, go here and select no outline. I'm just changing it to black just to give a depth effect. Now what you need to do, if you are a Mac user, just select option. It will create a duplicate of same object. Now similarly, based on your convenience, you can create the brush effect multiple times and you can generate your own brush effect. Now I am creating multiple copy of this brush effect. It's completely your choice how exactly you wanna see your brush effect. Now you can select all the layer. You can click on group and it will group all the section. Now once this group is done, you can create a copy of this so that it will save a lot of your time. Once the desired effect is ready, the next step is to select the entire grouped object, right click, and you will see an option called Format Shape. The moment you click on Format Shape, you will see two options, Shape options and Text options. Here we'll be selecting Picture or Texture Fill. Just select this radio button and you will see an effect similar to what you have seen in my previous slide. By default, it is selecting my previous image, but if you want to change your image, just click on Insert icon and it will take you to the folder where you have kept all your images. If you want to select any different image, just select here and the next image will start appearing. Now, just for this purpose, we'll be using the same image. Now here, once that image overlapped on our shape, the next step is to create a background effect. For creating a background effect, what you need to do, right click anywhere on your PowerPoint and you will see an option called Format Background. After selecting Format Background, on your extreme right hand side, you will see a couple of radio buttons. First one is Solid Fill, second one is Gradient Fill, third one Picture and Texture Fill, fourth one Pattern Fill. Now to create a similar type of background effect, we'll be using a Gradient Fill. Now select this radio button. Now, as I have created this effect previously, so by default it is giving you a same option, but let me show you how exactly you can create this. Just go to Preset Gradient option. You can see a lot of shadow effect. For this particular effect, I am using this one. Now the moment I select it, you will see gradient stops, anchor start appearing. So currently by default it is showing 4 gradient anchors. Now just to give a depth effect, I'll be using type as radial. Now for this one, I'll be selecting the color. Now for selecting this color, what I'll be using, I'll use a default color picker and select the color which will just add a similar color effect which is coming from my portrait. Now click here, select a similar type of effect. Let's take an example, this. Now for this one, I'll be using a light color. Now for this, if you want, you can delete it also. Select this, click here, and you can see extra effect is getting deleted. Now if you want, you can do some experiment and it will give you the kind of effect which you are looking for. I think this looks good. If you want to increase the transparency, just increase the transparency. If you want to increase the brightness, just increase the brightness, or decrease the brightness based on your convenience. I think this looks good. Yeah, this looks good. Now you can create any effect by using similar technique. Let me show you how exactly I use similar technique for creating other type of portrait effect. Let me just go back. So as you can see, I have used a similar effect for creating similar type of portrait effect by using different shapes. So this is my second one. This is my third one. So here I am using bat sand. As I discussed earlier, you can use any font. So this particular effect is being created by bat sand font. Now this is where I used an hexagon shape for generating a hexagon icon and added this portrait effect. Now this is another effect. This one is the next one. Similarly, you can create a half shadow effect. You can create a collage based on similar type of effect. Now this is one of my favorite where I have used a similar brush stroke effect for generating a layout. You can use these type of images on your social media. You can directly upload, add your font, add some text, add some information, and you can directly upload it on Facebook or Instagram. As you can see, a similar type of effect by using the same brush font. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.